Hey everyone, it's me, the Alkat, and I'm here doing some live streaming. Figured, I'd grace you all with my presence. I'm nice like that sometimes. Oh, God. Had to figure out what the hell we're drawing today. I just got out of a movie with my friend John. We went to see a new John Wick movie. And if you're a Star Pass member and you reserve your tickets and all that, they give you one of these coins. So it's kind of cool. So I've been posting it in different places saying, hey, some guy who was complaining about his dog getting killed slapped this into my hand after I helped him with something. So yeah, all part of the fun. Ugh. And I'm also going to be very mean, and I'm going to have lemon cake while I draw. Starbucks lemon cake. Very tasty. Very yummy. Thinking about having a little bit of musical background. Cinematic sounds fun. There we go. Added that in. I hope I could see the chat. Yeah, you have to turn on this on the stream someplace. Like on the thing. Stickers and things. What the hell is it? I'm losing my mind. Didn't take much to do that. It's a private chat. Oh wait, is that it? No. Oh, there it is. I want one. Yep, there you go. I mean, you don't have to worry as much about the subtitles. I mean, I'm literally sitting right across from you. So.
Yeah, that's true. But you're minding the map way after you're talking.
Yep, that's because of I have it delayed. There is a slight delay. All right, just gotta figure out what the hell I want to stream. BFG? I know what it means. It also means big friendly giant. Yep, I agree. Oh, there's a book I wanted to show for the pull list. I'm just gonna walk away for a second and grab it. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna pop my title card up. That didn't go up. There it is. Alright, I'm back. Granted, I don't think anyone really missed me, so it's all good. So we gotta think about something to draw. A few ideas. Been a little inspired by a few different things lately. So just have to decide where to go with it. Actually, let's do this real quick. I'm going to print something out from my tablet real quick. That's actually the printing one. Layout. Alright, that should be good. Do that. Alright. Somebody just called me a liar for posting a stupid joke about that stupid coin. Grow up. If anyone had taken me seriously with that thing, they got problems. Yep. Okay. What the hell is it? Oh, yep, those are. Okay. And I'll shoot these off print too. Okay, there we go. Now then, I should probably figure out what the hell I'm going to draw. I think I got a few ideas. I had a meeting with my editor on Monday, and it was interesting because they really like the background work I've been doing on the piece, but they're like, I don't know about your character design. And I'm like, what's wrong with God, I thought it was okay at designing characters. Might not be the best, but hey. I don't know if she was complaining about. She didn't say anything about my anatomy or anything like that, so. I mean, granted. Still having problems. Sorry, my iPad is throwing an error out. All right, well, yeah. So let's just see what we're gonna do. I'm gonna move over to the arting stuff. So here we go, and start pointing in. Oh boy, let's get something to play Grand Theft Auto 5. That's fantastic. I don't care. So yeah, oh, didn't notice it there. Mine is broken. Oh yeah, no, that's just going through. Okay, we'll tell it to yeah. How about the prints up there? It prints every grade. Thing literally just sent through a shitload of blank pages. Very aggravating. Alright. Well, I should probably get drawing. Let's see. So one of the things I've been thinking about a little bit was what to do about the manga that I've been working on, along with well, I have my interest in the obviously finishing up getting into print finally, The Last Sentinel. I was debating on just saying the hell with it and just continuing the Last Sentinel stuff, but the problem is manga is printed in black and white, and if I pull the color out of it, it's not really going to look that great. What I had done, so I'm doing. What's really bad is also that would work as a perfect standalone story because it actually has a beginning, middle, and end. So I don't really want to redraw it. I was thinking about moving forward with it and just kind of going from there. Anyone has any ideas, throw it out there. But that would also let me use, instead of using, modern character stuff, like, with the clothing and things like that, I can use more fantasy-looking things, and I figure that would work better. I don't know. We'll figure it out. That's good for now. I gotta clean up this area. So I'm thinking I am going to do another Last Sentinel story and actually just focus more on the Last Sentinel than anything else. Just continue with that character. It's all the stuff that I did development for with the piece I had created called "Why Was I Chosen." I can easily transfer it over to the Last Sentinel. So let's give more Last Sentinel. So we'll just do that. And people who actually had gotten the Kickstarter, they'll be getting color versions of it, of the first story, and it'll be unique to them. So yeah, I'll be kind of happy with that. I think that will work as I kind of talk myself through this as I go. But you guys didn't come here to listen to me, You probably did somewhat. I mean, I'm a bit of a but might have helped if I pulled that out too. And I like sketching it on red first, so I'll pull that out too. I don't need it right now. Okay, so I was trying to think of another place to set a Last Sentinel storyline, and what I wanted to do with it. They do also want a 4-page intro story just to kind of give like a hey, this is what I'm kind of doing with this. Most editors want a lot before they'll pay you. Oh, yes. But yes, I'm going to do that. I have that pretty much worked out, and most of these will be done digitally, just because it's too much of a pain in the rear to do it traditionally, scan it in, and do everything that way. I think my penciling is better if I pencil traditionally, but that's what it is. So, how do we want to work on this? Let's get some nice motion going and kind of go from there. Actually. Actually, I do have something I want to work on now I'm thinking about it. And that could work out well. So let's do that. There we go. This is a piece I started. I want to kind of do a little bit more work with it eventually, so let's do some stuff with it now. So this is one of my little imps that serve the Olympic Mon, who is one of my major villains. Well, it was one of the Why Were We Chosen villains, but we're going to adapt it all to The Last Sentinel, because that just kind of works better. I have the initial drawings of them. So that's the initial sketch of Bodegmon, along with his servitors, the urchins, and I haven't named the bigger guys in armor who serve him. So it's something I gotta come up with, but yeah, so that's something I kind of want to work off of. So we'll have kind of that, and I'm gonna do some sketches based on these guys. This is like my updated Graveling type urchin. I mean, the Bodegmon is inspired by the Tall from Phantasm. All right. And John is swearing at us. Maybe not. All right. Just looking for a couple of things on here. I have some references for all this stuff that I use. I keep a PureRef board, different boards for things, and also just folders of images to give myself ideas for the design of these characters and stuff. And I have one that I want to use, kind of a rough design. Yes, let me find it. There we go. This is where I had the stuff. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay, cool. All right, so I need to come up with a name for these sentry guys. So. I see these guys as somewhat physically formidable, where the urchins are definitely not. They're little pains in the asses more than anything else. Kind of like my cats. And right now we're just doing our roughie. Just doing kind of a sketch roughie to get kind of a base idea of how I want things to kind of flow in. And the other thing with this stuff is that I'm kind of big to point out when I do this thing, like, I know when I exaggerate the arms and the legs and all that, people can't have that type of an exaggeration in certain ways. I am doing, my friend Rob put it best, Sketchcraft, it's action figure anatomy. It's not realistic anatomy. Okay, let's see. I want to make sure that, people who's messaging me crazily are not trying. Oh, alright, so I'm not actually getting messages about that. Fairly certain that, what the? 1 second here. Weird. Okay then. I wasn't expecting that. Apparently my friend Dave is live streaming right now on Instagram. He's trying to take away all my viewers. He doesn't need to try. He has way more viewers than I do. Then again, he's been in the comic industry professionally for like 30 years. So. Okay, so that's just some quick roughies of getting things. We'll figure out what we're going to do from there. Alright, so I got the roughie in, and we'll kind of go with that. A lot of messages all of a sudden. Just making sure that people can actually hear me. Actually, I'm being paranoid about that. Let's see. Where are my settings? Go with audio. Yes, you can hear me. Perfect. I'm very paranoid about that, given that I was talking for a good few minutes last time I streamed without realizing that I wasn't actually sending voice out. For some reason, things got changed in the settings. I hate it when that happens. Alright. Let's give it a work. Kind of like the design on these guys, but I want to do a little bit more work on them. I want their mask to be memorable. Mention Dave Finch is streaming and everybody drops me. See how it is. Yep. Well, he hasn't streamed in like a year, so I can't exactly blame them. The people were actually leaving for that. He is my friend. He's been so busy lately. Like, I've barely talked to him over the past year. I think I've had more conversations with Meredith than I have with him, so those who don't know, Meredith is, which is slightly not me. You've been lurking? Didn't say hi earlier? I see how it is. We'll just lurk. Lurk. Now you say hi. I see how it is, Michael. I meant to get on with the Boston Comics Roundtable last night on their group chat thing, but well, I fell asleep. Needless to say, that didn't happen. Wanted to, but yeah, didn't happen. No, I do know what I did forget to do. For some reason, I have to make my stream live, like open to everybody so they can see it. I hadn't done that. What does it? Don't need that. Damn it. I think I'd be good at this stuff. There we go. But I'm not gonna worry about it. Get back to doing this. needed to make the video public, which for some reason wasn't letting me. I'm not about to waste my time messing with it right now, so. A bit. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that, Sengoku Arts. I'm sorry. Sageko Arts. Yeah, Sageko. I'm assuming Sageko. Kind of planning on using these guys soon, so I want to sketch them in a little bit more so I have some other pieces aside from just my initial design right here. I changed up the teeth on the urchins here to make them like this big, like shit-eating grin, and I thought they looked kind of creepy. Part of my thought was evil Jawa. Usually I do a lot of my construction work digitally and then I print it when I do the lines on it. Because I construct from a blobby and then I kind of build it out from there. It's kind of blob in a silhouette that I like to use. It's more of a recent thing I started doing in a lot of ways. I used to just kind of, really just scribble in a figure. But I've been trying to work on a different way to do it because it lets you kind of, get through your foreshortening a little bit easier when you have the blobby to work with. So you just kind of draw into the shapes. My friend Rob does everything that way, and he's just amazing. So, and I'm like, well, can't be totally wrong. So, now I will be changing this body a little bit as I go. It's weird. I thought I caged everything a bit better, but apparently not. No big deal. Part of the construction is you don't want to be a slave to your initial construction. You just want to use it as a guide. I have to turn on the AC. Getting a little warm where I am. Is the coin in the picture from earlier? Oh, the coin? Oh, this? Yeah, it's I saw Ballerina today, the John Wick spinoff, and if you reserve your tickets through the showcase thing and have a star pass, they'll give you one of these coins when you go to see it. And it's literally the coin from John Wick. So, and it's got the other side here. And on it, it has the Latin, what is it? En causa sui, which is, it's basically, it's like you're the cause of yourself is kind of what it means. Spinoza used that term to say that it wasn't from the divine, but it was from himself. Was that, and on the back it has the quote of, it has the Latin of ex unite vivus, which is united by strength, effectively. My Latin is rusty. I haven't really done it since high school. But those are like rough ideas of what they say. So yeah, that being said, I'd give the movie a solid B. Actually, probably B+. It was very good. I really enjoyed it. I think they did a good job with it. And I got Keanu Reeves in it too, and, well, he's a looker. So, he's definitely a good-looking guy. And that made the movie even more worth it. So yeah, it's just a John Wick thing. And I made the joke about helping someone out, and I got that coin pressed into my hand because they give the coins away like that and stuff during the movies and things. Hell, you had John Wick in the first one. He went to one of the other assassins that was staying at the Continental. He's like, "Want to earn a coin?" So it's definitely like a thing. And I've made a comment. Somebody else is like, "Oh, didn't Arya Stark get one of those and ended up going to Bravos?" It was like, by a faceless man, and ended up. It's like, "I hope you have a nice trip to Bravos." To me, and I was like, Bravos? What the hell does that have to do with anything? This guy's complaining that somebody shot his puppy. But yeah, so I will say that Ballerina was a fun movie. I actually liked it more than I like some of the John Wick sequels. And I generally enjoyed the John Wick sequels, But the first one was just amazing, and it was going to be really hard to top that movie. Granted, I will say this, not really a spoiler, but there's a bunch of people trying to kill John Wick in it. Go figure. And they're like, this is suicide. We should just run out of here. It's like, there's just one guy. That's John Wick, and then people die. Sorry. And I'll say the mythology they got for the ballerina. Was it the Kikimora? Yeah, Kikimora, I believe it is. It's the Russian folklore for a place spirit. And the duality of them is, they got the duality correct, that they are both savior and executioner. Well, basically, how the person who owns the home acts is how they see them, like how they respond to them. So they got that right, which Baba Yaga, using that for John Wick, that always kind of annoyed me, because he's not the Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga is not a god of death. I think she's a helper. And a hindrance, depending on who you are. But I mean, if they called him Koshe, that would have been more appropriate. Koshe is definitely more like an avatar of death. I mean, that's where the D&D gets the whole concept of the Lich from, is from Koshe the Deathless. And in the traditional Thulsa Doom, was more like a lich. In Thulsa Doom actually comes from the Krull stories, not from the Conan stories. I mean, same writer. Mild thing. And don't get me wrong, love the fact it was James Earl Jones playing Thulsa Doom. Fantastic. But yeah, he was also much more of a sorcerer. I mean, they had him as a cult manipulator, but he was much more of a sorcerer. The actual... Who the heck they used for the sequel? Thothamon. It's almost like they switched between the two characters of who is who. Because Thothamon was more of the manipulator. But, whatever. Conan the Destroyer, I stand by, is one of the best D&D movies since the D&D movie that came out a couple years ago. Conan the Barbarian is just fun. Is it a good Conan movie? I know Conan scholars would probably say no. I generally enjoyed it for what it was. I'm not a Conan scholar. I know one. He generally likes it, but he doesn't consider it a good Conan story. But it is a fun movie. Actually, when it comes to sword and sorcery, my roommate, housemate, I should say, not really a roommate, and brother Jeremy, he knows all. Most of the stuff that I've learned from him. And my friend Curtis is another big sword and sorcery buff. Hell, he even runs a magazine. Speaking of which, I have to reach out to all the artists I have working on that to get ready to do some pieces for me. So we got to go live with that. Going live August 1st. August 1st. We want to have some promotional material. So, stuff to do. Try to make that arm. Yeah, I don't think I have that attached. Good. I'll go back and make a few edits. Yeah, I gotta get the stories out to everybody. My buddy Curtis said that he emailed me the stories, but I needed to check because I don't remember seeing the email, but emailing me is usually up there. Yeah. Oh, and the tattoo on the back of the ballerina's back, it says Lux Intembris, which basically means light amongst the shadow, or light amidst the shadow. So, if anybody's curious about Aladdin, I'm not really giving a spoiler for what's on her back, so it's fairly prominent. Nope, this is copyright free. This is actually included with Restream. So I better not get hit with a copyright claim. I'll be ticked. Yeah, I'm playing the cinematic suite that they have. So. I believe StreamYard also comes with music if you want to stream with music. It has some live streaming stuff for that. If anyone has an idea for what I should call these guys, well, this guy, like right here, little ones are called urchins, and I don't have a name for the bigger ones. For the basically human-sized ones. The tall, my original concept drawings for my Bodegmon. So this is the Bodegmon, and he's basically a giant. And then we have the urchins, which are evil dwarfs and stuff. And we have these guys, who are kind of the average height people. And I don't have a name for what to call them. So if anybody's got an interesting name, I'll even give you your credit that you helped me name them. I'm not sure on the copyright. But I will put a rude name. As I was saying earlier, I had a meeting with my editor, the manga I've been working on, and they're like, "Oh, we love your backgrounds. They're beautiful. These are great." It's like, "You drew all these?" I'm like, "Yep." wouldn't I have? And then they're like, I'm not sure on your character design. What? I didn't quite get out of them if they meant my anatomy or my character design. Now, as I was saying earlier, my anatomy is stylized. It's heavily stylized. People don't look like this. Whatever, I need to fix that arm. So I don't like the way it's sitting. Yeah, I don't like the way that. I don't like the way that looks. The way that sits on the lower part of the arm. Redo that. Don't die over there, John.
I'll do my best.
I appreciate that. I just don't want to try dragging your body out of here. It'll be a pain in the ass. I'm not very good at that stuff anymore. I have the strength to do it, but leverage ain't there. Yeah, I mean, it'd be such a pain in the ass. It's not like I can dig a suitable grave in the backyard anymore either. I doubt it. He's lazy.
Well,
Make it check. That'd be the day. That'd be funny. He has no idea what I'm talking about. I like that a little bit better. No, I'll probably play with it a little bit more, but it's starting to look a little bit better. Okay. Well, I had 8 people watching. Scaring them all off. Granted, I'm talking about burying bodies in the backyard and stuff like that. That could probably scare a lot of people off.
possibly.
Yeah, it's kind of yeah. And we'll do this. I'll put the hand, the arm behind the urchin's head, and that way I don't have to draw another fist. Yeah, I'm learning from Jim Lee and Dave Finch and everybody else. You don't want to draw something, hide it behind something. What are you making? I am working on, alright, so Davey's asking what am I making? I'm actually working on some character design stuff based on these designs I done back in March. This is some of my villains from my comic / manga, depending on how you want to look at it. So these are servitors of the Bodegmon that I'm doing. This is my initial sketches of my urchins. And I have these guys in the back, which, like on the sides here, I don't have a name for them yet. I'm thinking about it. trying to come up with something. And I'm just doing like some other sketches, just stylizing them out a little bit more. But that's what I'm working on. Let's see. I will say that in probably next week's streams, I'm going to do some. I'm going to make some magic cards. I'm going to draw up my own magic proxies, and probably make some tokens, custom tokens for some of the stuff for Magic Gathering. And I think that could be kind of fun because I can't afford to get any of the Final Fantasy set, and I want to play with them, so I'm just going to make my own. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That looks great. I'm very happy about that. So, I drew Vivi last week and actually made a much more cartoony version in my sketchbook a couple of days ago. And I was like, yeah, I kind of want to do that, so I will kind of work off that. So I thought about doing things a bit more stylized because I think it'd be interesting to look at. And I didn't really want to do like just the same old song and dance, as it were, with stuff. A little bit more. Oh, Yash Pintel, thank you very much. Yeah, Pinchel, thank you very much. I really appreciate that you love the art. You love the process? Very cool, thank you. Yeah, my usual thing that I do is I kind of jumped on just to make my streaming time for today. I usually do a little bit more of a setup, and then I go like exactly 3. I'll rate pretty much close to 3 as I can. But I generally set some stuff up well beforehand, where I do a bunch of my some of my base roughy stuff ahead of time, and then I kind of work over from there. I do that usually digitally. And then I print out the digital pieces, and then I sketch into them. I save a little bit of time, but every now and then, just gotta do it all from the start, all from scratch. I really appreciate you streaming. It really motivates me. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Like I said, I definitely appreciate anybody who gets motivated drawing. One of the reasons I do these streams is so that people can, draw along and just kind of enjoy themselves as they do it. Oh, that's my issue. Yep, that's my issue. Allison screwed up big time. No, not big time. If I didn't notice it till I went to ink it, then had to wipe the whole thing out, that would have been screwing up big time. But now what I did is I didn't take into account the other arm. Technically this would be the flat side. Electrical on the other side. So we can put that in here. This would be here. Okay. And this is why I usually do a blobby breakdown first. I usually have all this figured out by now. Yeah, it is what it is. That looks better. Put it a little bit later. I'll deal with that later. I'm giving them kind of like an armor, so I'm still kind of messing with that kind of design a bit. I'm doing an hour, a little bit over an hour. Okay. After you stream, I have to catch up with some comics people YouTube episodes. I'll do that when I start working on the next page. I'm closing on and finishing the line work. Then I lull it, color it. I'm assuming you mean will. But hey, go for it. One of the things I like about working on a manga is I don't have to color it. Though I wouldn't mind like doing some stuff that has like, you know, targeted color, like Sin City does. I think that could be kind of neat. I made that too close to the shoulder. And I will color it. Yeah, that's what I figured you meant. No big deal. Yeah, I think I made that shoulder a bit too close. This is the other part where drawing digitally can be kind of cool because I could just like lasso the head or something like that and move it out a little or something, or move the shoulder out a little bit, then sketch it in more instead of having to erase. But hey, I think that will make it work. Yes, not like that. Yeah, no. It is not. Okay. I'll fix it later. I don't feel like doing it now. I see them a bit with like core eating kind of thing on the masks. The other thing I can do when I'm working digitally with these is I can, when I put my blobby in, basically I build a silhouette that's just like a blob of that I make a shape out of to sketch into. For any extra pieces on like the costumes that would stick out and things, I can use a different color and build over it, and I can kind of figure out how it would wrap around people and stuff like that a little bit easier. I'll have to do a stream where I show it. As I said, my friend Rob, who basically the one who kind of taught me this method, you can check him out, Sketchcraft on YouTube. But yeah, that's kind of where I got the whole idea for that method from. I have no problem admitting that I got the idea from another artist. I mean, one of the reasons he makes his YouTube videos as well is to talk about his process, and talks about one of the reasons he talks about is so he doesn't forget how to do things. He literally will like do things on a stream, be like, "How the hell did I do that?" And he'll have to go back and watch the stream. And I get it. Trust me, I get it. I'll definitely admit that drawing the urchin was easier. And that's draw arms. I mean, when I roughed him out, he had arms and stuff, but it's the roughing. You're not going to see any of them. These guys bounce, but I think I will. Always try to make sure that if you're drawing a belt or something with somebody, you give it like a curve that when you do it around, not just a straight line, because it doesn't usually work that way. Even the side should have like a bit of a curve to show them going around. Looking great. Wish I had my drawing stuff with me. Yeah, just leave it here. I'll leave some of it here anyway. You're here enough. I did. The other people I have to draw again. I have to do my the Vermin King and his Plague Knights, which they appeared in my first comic, my Manifested comic, which is actually where the Last Sentinel first appears. Is in that. It's a bit of a different character, so I don't really consider that canon. But it does have a bunch of my designs and stuff in it that I used. Yeah, the Plague Knights, and which the Plague Knights are, they're basically plague doctors, the way I designed them. And I thought instead of being doctors, they spread the plague. Oh, that'll be Rocket. Yeah, I see you. I see you. I think we need some cat cam time, because, it's kitty time. So we're just going to switch to my mug. There we go. Hey, buddy. What you doing? Yeah, I see you. I see you. I see you, Rocket. I got you. I got you, you heavy cat. There it is. All right. We have cat cam. He's going to go to the animal. Yep. We have to have the obligatory cat cam at least once during the stream. We'll have to show Rocket off. I got his catnip behind me. That's what he wants. He wants me to drug him. Yeah. You want some drugs, buddy? You want drugs? I'm getting hungry too. But maybe around. You woke me up long. You woke me up at like 3, but I didn't feed you then. Sitting around pocket, so which is usual time. Yes, my cat has a feeding time, which is like at God grows early in the morning. The reason it's like that is because for years I'd get up to go to work at about that time, and so he got fed about that time. And generally speaking, he'd get fed about when I got home, which would be in about a half hour from now. So. And when I was working for GBH, I'd get home like around 9 in the morning, and then I'd go to bed and feed him when I got up. But he likes the 5 o'clock feeding time. And I can't really break him of it. I don't really mind getting up early to feed him and go back to bed. It also lets me reclaim my bed, because he's usually has taken over a good portion of the bed in some places. As cats do. A message to Alyssa, see if I'm going in tomorrow. Might need to work the bookstore. Actually, I'll shoot that text message while I'm thinking about it. go. So I don't forget about it. Our usual Saturday person, I think, has to bang out tomorrow potentially, so I might be able to make some extra money. And I could use the money because I'm broke. So if anybody wants to just send me money, please do. Okay, and I am working on it. Good. So as I said, need money. And I get to get my favorite thing in the world, tacos. That taco place is great.
Okay.
They show off the cat, the viewership goes down. Really, guys? Come on, it's a cat. Cats rule the internet. Thought we knew this. Okay, I think I'm making that one. Yeah, that was very true. It is Alkat Comics. I don't know where the kitten is. He's probably upstairs. Being a kitten. Okay. No, I didn't do my pull list yet. I should probably do that. Let's see. Get a couple more lines in. I have a different thing for the pull list today than what I usually do. Usually I do comic or graphic novel or, manga, something like that. But today we're going to do something a little bit different. It's kind of on a roll thinking about the arm of it and the bits to it. I have this sharp look in my head, and I'm trying to figure out how to put it out there. I kind of did that in the original sketch. The armor was a little bit sharp at points, but I didn't quite do what I wanted. Okay, well, let's do the pull list while I'm thinking about it. So, let's do this for a sec.
What list?
The pull list. Basically, when you go to a comic store and you get your weekly things, they're called your pulls.
Oh.
So, you have your subscriptions that you get, and the guy is basically the comic store will pull the things off to the side and put them into a folder or box or something for you. And that's the pull list. So I have my pull list, which I stole from my friend Dave because he did Book of the Week. And I was like, I'm making it more comic-y sounding. I said pull list. So that's where it's from. Okay, so we're going to go with Daggerheart. This is the Critical Role RPG that just came out. And I have to say, the art in this thing is really cool. One of the ideas I like about the art in this is a lot of this is done by fans. which they paid. This is published by Darrington Press, which is Critical Role. But yeah, a lot of the art in here is all done by just basically fans and stuff. And I like how they have these like little pencil designs in here, showing the polyhedrons and things. And you got these like great pieces, fantasy art and stuff. Now, I've been kind of addicted to this lately. The Daggerheart system looks really fun. I want to run it. I also want to play it. You have all your classes here. Like every class is 2 subclasses. There's also 2 playtest classes as well, which I downloaded. Is the Warlock and the Fighter. The Fighter is like a kung fu person. The Warlock is a lot like the Warlock from D&D. Yeah, but I love these like little vignette pieces that are just kind of here, and they're just kind of sketched in pencil and stuff. I actually like them a little bit more. I like the more finished art. I'm not going to go through the whole book, but the thing that I wanted to kind of show was these are just the character classes. Wizard looks kind of cool. This is what I kind of wanted to do. So these are the races, or they call them ancestries in this. And we have, I just love these like little designs, and these are the clanks. They're basically your Warforged type things, or robotics given life. I love the designs on these, and they're just fun looking. And then we have the Dracona, where we have dragon people, and like they have these different kind of looks that they went through, and there's no true canon look. The look is how you describe it, like as a player, like what do you want the character to look like, and kind of go from there. Then you get your stereotypical fantasy dwarf with the beards and everything, and hammers and stuff, and they're probably smithies. Hell, even the women folk have a bit of a beard to them too. And you have the elves. And again, I like how they have these different designed elves. I mean, we got a fat ass elf here, which means you never get fat elves. That's just cool. Then you get fairies, and what I kind of like is the different designs in some of the fairies. That this one looks kind of like a bug, and then you have the normal typical fairy, but they did some stuff where they gave like the antenna to make them look a bit more insect-like and stuff. And I like that, the design work. You get a butterfly wing fairy and stuff. So just giving you ideas of things you can do with. You have a fawn, so you can be like, Pan's Labyrinth. Bit of a drunkard. Furbolg, so like a half giant, like a fuzzy half giant. It's like a cross between like a bison, ox, or a cow, or some type of bovian thing. Which, I believe in mythology, they're more like a half giant, but I don't care if they're basically like minotaurs and stuff like that with this. I kind of see them as Wookiees. And who doesn't have Wookiees? Then we have the Fungrel. This is basically if the Last of Us stuff evolved more. So they're fungus people, mushroom people. They're always high. They also have a neat ability that they can communicate through like a fungal network. Yeah, fungal network. They can make an instinct roll, DC 12, to use your mycelial array to speak with others of your ancestry. On success, you can communicate across any distance. So basically, if you got somebody who's like on the other side of the world and be like, "Hey, how's it going?" and they could be like, "It's hot. Go away." But yeah. And you have the Galapa, which are turtle people. And when I played one of these in the playtest, I made it look like a Ninja Turtle. Because why wouldn't I? I like the art for these things, but it's like, now I'm doing Ninja Turtle. You can actually play giants. Giants are kind of neat because they can be like a Cyclops, the traditional, like, 2 eyes, and then you can be a Triclops. Cyclops, yep. I kind of like that. And I have, like, the different designs of them. You got, like, all 3 right here. And they're kind of cool looking. I like the stylized look to a lot of these. And then you have the goblins, which I don't picture goblins looking like this, but, whatever. I think it's kind of cool that they have, like, different looks for goblins, because I always picture them more evil looking. Granted, goblins are a player character race in my campaign setting, my D&D setting. So. And you get halflings, so you get your hobbits. They didn't do any pictures with furry feet on them, really, though. Oh well. Guess they didn't want to go that close. D&D used to do that. Like the first and second edition D&D, after they got sued for having hobbits, they just changed them to halflings. They didn't really change the description. They still were hobbits. Well, hey, Chris, how's it going? Good to see you. And then we have the human, your stereotypical human. Again, they can look like whatever. Yeah, this one's even got like part like the Infernus or Tiefling. And the Qatari, your cat people. And I kind of like this as you have like the true like were-cat kind of look here, and then you have your Thundercat. So it just works. So you can do whatever how you feel. Does that mean I can make Qatari this basically snarf? Snarf, snarf. Alright, and then the Simii, the monkey people. And they can be, from the looks of it, they can do stuff from your monkey, or you can be like the true Planet of the Apes stuff. And you have like chimpanzees, gorillas, like bonobos, whatever else you want to use. But hey, you can have any type of ape you want. And then you can be a mixed ancestry, which I think that's kind of cool too. So you can be part fungus, part fairy if you want. I don't know how that happened. I don't want to know how that happened. And the less questions I ask, the happier I am. So, but yeah, you can do stuff like that. Yeah, so that's basically Daggerheart in a nutshell. Just stuff with it. It's got some great art throughout it. I just love the little pencil vignettes, like I said, that have splashed through it. I thought that'd be an interesting switch from doing just like the typical random comic book. So, let's get back to doing this, shall we? Probably not going to go much longer because I'm tired and I just saw a movie and that takes a lot out of me. But I'll get a few more lines in on this. Yeah, so I'll be doing some, in the coming weeks I'm going to be making my own magic proxies and tokens, which I'll probably be putting up for sale. People can buy them, I'll print them out and stuff like that and send them to people. And I'm going to start with the Final Fantasy stuff because this is too damn expensive. I was able to get a lot of Lord of the Rings. Oh. Yeah, no, it's just like ridiculously expensive, and I just don't want to pay for it. So I'll make my own. And like the ones I really like and want, they're like the special looking art and stuff like that. So hell with it. Now, I like the art that's in Daggerheart, but the one thing I will say is I think they have too many races, or too many ancestries, as it were. There's literally like 20 of them, and I think it's 18 if I can come up is what it exactly is. So, but it's about 20. And I was like, what the heck do you need that many races for? I mean, it's literally turning into the Muppet Show. But you know, if that's your style of fantasy and you like it, go for it. It's generally not mine. I prefer more human-centric stuff, which in science fiction or SF, it would be Asimovian kind of approach to it. Or just like a lot of swords and sorcery stories and things tend to not have a ton of races or ancestries in this case. Like in Conan, you generally just have like humans. Anything else is a monster. Now that being said, when I run Daggerheart, I'm definitely going to allow more than just humans as a race because I think that if I use one of their built-in settings, which I find kind of interesting, how they did them, I do want to run the game. But I'm going to ask people to go easy on the crazy races. Guess you can't take the D&D player out of me. I keep calling them races. I think in D&D they call them species now. I'm not positive now. It's kind of a tangent. Oops. Something I hope to do at some point. Probably won't be in the near future, but I'm going to do it at some point. I want to get Dave back on my channel at some point to have him hang out. Well, thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Yeah, so these are my kind of original rough sketches. Well, not really rough, but these are like my original sketches of the characters I'm working on right now. The Bodigmon and his minions. The little ones are called urchins. I haven't figured out the names for these guys yet with the guy I'm working on right now. These are autos up here. The autos are kind of interesting because they're basically spheres with teeth. Kind of an evil Pac-Man. As I was saying before, I'm trying to like stylize these out a bit more than how I had them. I mean, they're stylized in those pictures, but I wanted to kind of push it in a different direction a little bit more. I'll get one of the balls there. But if you know horror movies, you know my influence for a lot of these guys, so. Giving them shoulder pads, but maybe. Pretends the 90s. Yeah. Have to mess with it a bit more. No, not really. Just make that smaller. Yeah, that arm's gonna keep bugging me. I think I put it a bit too close to the urchin's head. Keep getting like weird effects with it. I think I'll have to make it smaller. Yeah, worry about that later. Do this. this. Black out there, but oops, finger slipped. What the hell I was thinking of that. More of that. Now it's just looking forced. Gotta wear out the page here. Get back to that hand. This out a little bit more. All right, well, I've been going. No, I've been going about 2 hours, so I'm going to cut it here, guys. I'd like to thank everybody for coming by. Hope everybody enjoyed the stream for what it was. Oh, I'm fairly happy with this design so far, and the kind of the new design. Again, we have the original group, and these are autos. And we have the urchins, and I still need these two guys. What the hell they're called? And we have my Bodigmon. Basically a giant. Update design on these, and yeah, and I'm still doodling. Alright, but I hope everybody has a great afternoon. So if you can, try to see The Ballerina. It was a fun movie, so I give it about a B+. Greatly enjoyed it. And if you book your tickets at a Showcase Cinema and you use their discount card with their Showcase Cinema Pass, you get a coin. So it's kind of cool. But anyway, so if everybody could just do me, the big favor of I would greatly appreciate that. So, in other words, everybody, have a great day, great weekend. Don't work too hard. And I'll see everybody hopefully maybe Sunday morning for Sunday. All right. See you later. Bye.